Hello guys, I hope you are well. So today I will flow with another topic, which is the secret of healing. What is the most powerful medicine for us in this life in a human form? So let me start straight away. So first of all, what is the source of our mental problems, our psychological problems, our suffering, our emotional issues? What is the source? What do you think? Because when we find the source, then we will find as well the medicine. So I give you 5 seconds to think about it. Maybe your intuition knows. Maybe you already answered that for yourself. So the source is the feeling of separation, the experience of separation, of being separate from your own self, your heart, your intuition, who you truly are, your authentic self. Being separate from other people, first of all, and then further being separate from the groups, from societies, from tribes, then being separate from the nature, yes, feeling like this is so much outside of me, I have nothing to do with it, I don't feel connected with the nature, with plants, with animals, with all the rivers, oceans, mountains, rocks. I'm not connected with that. So the source is feeling of being alone in my little self, which I believe I am. It is being closed in a concept of yourself. I am Malvina, I am psychologist, I am woman, I am this and that, I have this kind of character, I like this, I don't like this, etc. Is this just me? Is this only this for me, or there's other dimension of me? Maybe there's something more to me than what I think of myself. And maybe there's something more to you than you think of yourself. Yes? All religions or spiritual books and saints are talking about this concept of oneness. But what it really means to be one with everything. So imagine that when we are born, we don't have that concept of I. We are the whole being. We are everything we are. Our body, mind, spirit. We exist, we move, we eat, we feel. We are one being. And then what happens? We develop a concept of I. And as soon as I shows up, we start feeling and seeing there's another I. And as long as we are seeing there's another I, there's always opportunity for harmony, working together with the inner feeling of oneness. Yeah, and using the concept only as a construct and tool for dealing with daily life. Or there's opportunity to forget who I truly am and stay only in this area of I, of this concept, and then we compare, we compete, we create conflict. I am more important or I am less important. This is also this concept. This is also just thoughts and beliefs about myself. And we create war. So as soon as we are just this little I, there's always opportunity for conflict. Unless we remember who we truly are we feel connected with ourselves first of all, then there's opportunity to cooperate together. Yes? So what happened is that when we were born and our parents were not able to be a safe container for us to stay authentic self with our authentic feelings and authentic expression, and because they were like that, because their parents were like that, grandparents, etc., they were suppressing our authentic self, not intentionally, it was just the way it was, the way they thought they are loving us well, right? So our authentic self was suppressed, was not able to express itself. So we learn to be the way others want us to be. So in this way, we disconnected from ourselves. And if we couldn't find a safe container in our family with our caregivers, where we could just simply be who we truly are, then we created an inner world of thought, of concept about ourselves, where we could feel safe somehow. These are our coping mechanisms. Yes? So just check if you feel it, if you're following me with that. So I'm already whole, I'm already authentic, I'm already real being, I'm already true, I'm already beautiful, innocent, divine being, I'm already whole. Yeah, I have everything I need. And then we add on top of that concept of I, which is saying I'm amazing, or I'm terrible, or I'm worthy of love, I'm unworthy of love, I'm worthy person, I'm unworthy person, you know, person, that I, which we created unconsciously to operate in this world and somehow survive. So this is some kind of a survival mechanism based on post-traumatic stress disorder. So we kind of all, in a way, have a spectrum of post-traumatic stress disorder when we dissociated and created that personality and we get lost in it. We forgot who we truly are. You get it? So the true healing, the true medicine is to go back to my authentic self, come back to my truth of who I am, start being authentic, start being true, express truly, observing, being inside myself and checking what I truly feel and think about something, about myself, about my world, digging deeply to the knowledge which we already have. Because if we are already connected, we just forgot about it. Because we are not only connected with ourselves, actually, even the connection is a word which is separating, because there's nothing to be connected. We already are this. You know what I mean? So, but if I use it for the purpose of that video, that we are not only authentically already connected with ourselves, but we are connected with a higher intelligence, with life itself, which has its own intelligence, its movement. We are connected with other people. We are connected with plants, with animals, with all nature, with all planet in the universe. We are already connected. All what happened is just we have a veil on our eyes and we don't see it. And all this deal about enlightenment, awakening, is just about taking away the veil of the illusion that I'm the little self, little I. If we take it away, then what happened? I just am. It's just me. It's always been me. There was never anybody else apart that. I always been myself there. So this little one is only a tool, is our character, is, you know, our preferences, our way of, you know, moving in this life and relating with others. But if we only stuck in this one, you know, everything we build, look, there's no base. If there's no base, the true soul connection, the feeling of being one with everything. So if this doesn't work, then this won't work for long term. You know what I mean? It may work if you have very great characters which stick together, and there's a lot of different mechanisms which are keeping us together. And sometimes these are toxic mechanisms, unhealthy mechanisms which are keeping us together. Yeah? And sometimes these are very harmonious ones. But I notice in my life that if I don't feel that connection with me or another person, I don't feel that true fulfillment, true feeling of, you know. So, yeah, the true medicine is to reconnect. It means to discover and find yourself again by taking away layers and layers of illusion about myself, concepts about myself, and seeing that concepts and seeing that actually, yeah, some of them I can use, some of them are serving me for a while, you know, to survive. I don't need them anymore. Some I can change. I can use it as a tool for moving in life. But I don't have to. Because inside of me, fresh, there's already everything I need to know in the very moment. Coming back to myself, fresh, 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 all the time fresh. I feel, I see, I follow or I don't follow, it's my choice. I am master of that little one. I am a father and mother of that little one, of my inner child, of that concept which was making me survive. Yes? And also, as a psychologist and as a therapist, I cannot just operate in a classical psychology field, because for me, transpersonal psychology, the psychology which is also involving the spiritual aspect, is crucial for healing of another human being and of a client, or just a person who is next to me, just a person who comes to my life, just a friend, somebody who's sitting next to me in a train or in a plane or on the beach. All those moments of connecting with somebody truly is a moment of healing. Because it's not only about me being connected with myself, I'm again using that word. It's about also being with each other, together, with that feeling that I am not only living for myself in this planet, for that little I, to be safe and fulfilled. Because when you realize who you truly are, when you come back, when you take the veil of the illusion of separation, you realize that the biggest joy is serving to others. It's just giving. It just makes you feel like you overflow with so much abundance. Because the little one usually thinks about taking what I can get it for myself in it. Even sometimes when this little one wants to do altruistic things, big projects, helping other people, if we do it only from that space, disconnected from true self, and we think we do good, we have no idea how harmful it can be for others. Because if we are disconnected, if we don't feel the flow of life, the truth, the wisdom which is speaking to us all the time, we make choices out of our mind, out of our concept. Yes? We don't make choices based on what is good for all beings. It's what is good for me, my closed ones, that's it. We don't have that feeling of consideration, too much consideration about others, about plants, about animals. We don't even have consideration for our own body too much. Because if we're disconnected, if we're in a state of PTSD, if we are scared of our own safety, then we're usually gonna be acting out of the fight or flight mode. So I'm gonna preserve myself. All I want to do is to save myself, because I don't want to suffer. I want to feel pleasure. I don't want to feel pain. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to separate myself, and I'm going to try to be against somebody. I will always be against somebody if I will close off. I will always try to find enemy outside. I will always be a victim. In a way, I will find a way how to prove it to myself. So I keep my individuality. Yeah, so I keep this little one. But when we are in touch with the higher intelligence, with the whole, if we are in the state of oneness, then we always know what to do, considering the well-being of all. Yes? And others who are connected, they are considering the well-being of us and them. There's no more I and I in this sense. It's us together. We work towards the well-being of all of us. Our family, and our family is a unit who's considering the well-being of all. It's just embedded within us. We are just knowing it. It's our natural instinct. So sometimes coming back to health is coming back to connection with other people, even if we are not truly yet finding ourselves, if we are still in a separation mode. Because if we connect with others who are, for example, authentic, who are connected with themselves, then we learn how to go back to ourselves. We learn how to love ourselves. So it is not true that only when you love yourself you can be with other people in relationships, etc. No. Because if we are with people who are loving themselves, they are a safe container, a safe, connected space where we can plug in and learn how to love ourselves, how to reconnect with ourselves, how to be authentic. If we are with people who are authentic and they are allowing us to be authentic too, then we're coming out of that shell of little I, like this turtle, look around, say yes, so I can laugh, I can smile, I can be afraid, I can be angry, I can feel all these feelings and I'm still accepted and I'm still loved. Wow. This is a healing environment. That's why therapy and group workshops are so powerful, because we meet there in authentic space to show our weaknesses, to show who we truly are with our little I, and then we see that it's a small part of us, and actually we all create this feeling of oneness, of being together, which is so healing. This connectedness is a medicine. This is what we need to get together, or to find people around us with who we can feel safe, we can be honest, we can be vulnerable with, we can connect. on different levels than only a personality construct, coping mechanisms, survival modes, PTSD. Because this will come down, this will heal when we care for each other, when we learn how to listen to each other, not only our words, but our energy, listening to each other in a space, being considerate about each other. This is a true space for healing. Because sometimes you think that you're doing good, but you're using other people for your selfish motives of feeling as a good person, altruistic person, a great person. It's because you are hungry of validation, yes? Hungry of admiration, because in this you try to find your worthiness, being worthy of love, not knowing that you are already loved, you are already worthy just because you exist. You don't need to run and do all those things to get it from outside. I see this, that if we all wake up to who we truly are, if we all, it's like a, like a vision now. Imagine. We come back to ourselves. I believe that if we would really reconnect and think about what do I really, really, really want and need in this life? What is the most important? I feel we would throw away so many things. We give away so many things we don't really need to people who truly need it. If we found out what really matters, what's really important, all this wealth we accumulate, all these things we fight for, we accumulate, we don't need, we'll give it away for people who need it the most. Hungry people, people who have no clothes, no homes, no shelters. Because down there, when we reconnect, we feel we don't need much because we are already fulfilled in so many ways. But that's just my intuition, that's just the way I feel. When we strip away less, we have less and less burden. The more we accumulate, it's a burden. The more we strip away the concepts and illusion about ourselves, the lighter we are, the more mobile we are, the more moving we are, the more giving we are, the more energy we have, the more time we have, the more space in the head, the more creativity flows, because we are not heavy with the concepts of life and ideas about life. We feel life, we experience life. We are life itself, which is speaking to us from within all the time, knocking and telling us what's truly important. And each of us has a gift, has a talent, has something specific which we can share with this world, with other people for the benefit, to benefit us all, to grow as a humanity. That's what I truly believe. I see it. And I see it in my clients as well, when they're waking up to the truth of who they are and their passion, and they really start doing that, unlocking that potential. They're the happiest because they can serve in what comes easily, naturally from them. They are natural beings. So this is beautiful. I'm sharing my talent now with you. I'm sharing who I am now with you. I love speaking the truth. I love speaking from my heart. I love channeling. I love flowing with the topic. This makes me so in place, in the right place where I am right now. And I've done in life many things, many physical works as well. But this is the most me. This is the most natural for me. This is the most fulfilling. I just simply love it. And you also have something like that, which simply fills your heart with joy, which makes you feel fulfilled, alive, like you're really fulfilling the life within you. You allow it to flow in a direction which it wants to take you creatively. So the medicine is to reconnect with ourselves, but also with others and with this world, to feeling of connectedness, feeling that it's not even feeling, it's a consciousness, it's just inner knowing, silent inner knowing of I'm not separate. It's illusion. There's nobody who's separate. It's just a little thought of me who thinks it's separate. That's why it's scared of death. Because when we say, in a moment of death, the drop reaches the ocean and becomes the ocean, right? But this little one, it thinks, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. And just let it die. Let it die. And you will never die. So, let me know your thoughts, your feelings about what I just said. This is how it flows. I'm not gonna edit it, I'm gonna post it as it is. So, yeah, some food for thoughts. So, I wish you beautiful connections with authentic people you can feel safe with. And then you will see that you will naturally heal, naturally go back to yourself. Because this is the biggest medicine of this life. Have a good day.